Hey y'all, this is a little bit of a different video because as you can see, I have a backdrop today and not my usual living room setup. I used to use this backdrop when I first started making videos on this channel before I really figured out what exactly I wanted to do with it and where I wanted to go with it. And I just wanted to use it today because this is a very informal video. This is not my usual kind of video. It is an update on my life update. Now, that update was still kind of structured like my usual videos. It was still in place in my setup where I always film, and I like to get dolled up because I love fashion, I love makeup. I have no reason to wear cute clothes just on the daily, so I wear them on YouTube, so I have a reason to pull them out of my closet. I'm sure people notice that because I do put effort into my appearance, and it's really just because I like to play dress up. That's a little bit of an aside. That's just a ramble. That's kind of like how I've gotten to where I'm filming now, where I have like a consistent setup that I use every week, and why I don't use backdrops anymore, and the direction I've been going in. And as I said in my last update, things are going in a different direction now. I have some news. I have more to say about the job hunt. And I think people were concerned that I was burning myself out because of searching for a job, but that wasn't actually the reason. The job hunt has been going exceedingly well. There was a small hiccup because it's a very cutthroat industry, and some piercers tend to not play well with others. So I didn't get into one shop. My old coworker works there, and she made damn sure I wouldn't get hired. She did a great job of that. Aside from that, I did get an interview at a shop that I really love. I was super duper into the piercer. I love his work. I'm very into his style. I've also been offered to go back to my original shop when they're ready for another apprentice, because they are currently apprenticing 2 people. So I am guaranteed a job no matter what. Like, even if I don't get the one I want, I can fall back on my original shop. There are issues with why I don't want to go back there, but I'm working on that with the owner, and hopefully it'll be a better environment for me if or when I come back. Now, the shop I really like, I would love to work at. That would be my favorite. Like, that's the place I want to go. But I ultimately told the piercer that I had changed my mind. I don't actually want to pursue an apprenticeship at this time. I don't think it's the right time. Things in my personal life, like side by side parallel to hunting for a job, have been super duper rocky, and I didn't notice it, and I never do, but I had a manic episode, and it was very small. You know, now that I'm medicated, my episodes are a lot smaller, but I do tend to forget that schizoaffective disorder does mean that I have a mood disorder in addition to a psychotic disorder. I tend to neglect the bipolar symptoms, and I tend not to take them as seriously because they haven't destroyed my life quite as much, but they are still serious. And though I don't have breakthrough symptoms of psychosis at all, I still do have manic and depressive episodes. I can't pinpoint exactly when the mania started. I would venture to say it's been a few weeks though, and I think along with mania comes ideas. So maybe that's where the idea to get back into work came from. I know I've been nudged into it by my financial situation, but I'm wondering if the force I've been putting into that venture is maybe driven by mania, because I have been diligently looking into shops and taking the bus to check out shops and making my resume, my cover letter. I even got business cards that I use for my art that I put on them. I had them all made and printed, and the effort I put in was above and beyond, which I thought was a good thing. But now I'm realizing that the effort I've put into everything else in my life has been above and beyond. And I don't have enough energy in my life, like in me, to go above and beyond with every single aspect of what I've been doing. I deep cleaned my entire apartment and I redid my entire art room, and I gutted boxes and boxes and boxes of crap. I stayed up until 2 or 3 a.m. multiple nights in a row doing that, to the point of like physical exhaustion where I was in pain, and I kept going. I couldn't sleep. I wouldn't sleep. I just, I started a Depop, and I've been selling my clothes for the past week. I didn't have to do any of that. There was no reason for it. And I just picked it up and did it, and didn't consider that these things were all lining up, that selling my clothes online, this new hobby that popped out of nowhere, and deep cleaning and reorganizing my entire art room and applying for jobs all at the same time might have been a sign that something wasn't okay. Anyway, I am only just now really aware, because I can tell that it's petering off, and I've been feeling quite depressed the past few days. And I think that was a large part of why I didn't upload my video on Friday, because I did just end up having an existential nap, which is what I call it when I sleep for 3 days straight and only get up out of bed to eat and go to the bathroom. So I did do that. I slept a lot. I felt tired, but not just in the way that my body's tired. Like, I felt so depleted and beaten up, and I've been having that feeling of, I feel like crap, I feel sad, I don't know why. I'm gonna look for a reason, like what could be the reason for why I feel sad, and there's too many reasons to count, and none of them, like not even just one of them is the reason. It feels like everything's a reason. Like someone being mean to me, texting me, like bullying me, like that girl from my shop, that crushed me more than it should have. I should have been able to laugh that off, but I was torn and cried in the shower over it. And normally I wouldn't be that beaten down. I used to be, but it's come back now, and I'm realizing you only cry like that when something is deeply, deeply wrong. And if you don't have something to pinpoint for why something is wrong, it's probably your depression. I have enough within me to make an update, just because I do have a finished video. It is finished, it is edited, it is ready to post. I just have to make a thumbnail, which doesn't take very long at all, but I just don't have it in me. Like, I can't explain why, but I just can't do it. I just can't. I can't respond to people right now. I haven't answered any comments. I do read your comments, and I love what everyone has to say, but I just don't have it in me to lift a finger. And today I have enough in me to film a TikTok, which I did, and I figured I might as well pop on and make a life update about the new direction that the new direction is taking. I've downsized from uploading twice a week to once a week, and that has been great, because up until now, twice a week has been completely manageable for me, and I've absolutely been able to meet that. Like, I was capable of that. Once a week is nice because it's a little more wiggle room. I have more time in the week to think of videos or film on whatever day really works, so I'm not rushing. But then this happened, this mood episode, and I realized you have to allow yourself some leniency and realize that sometimes mental health emergencies happen and you don't have to upload at all. And I know no one expects that much out of me. No one's hanging with bated breath for every upload that I post. Everyone's been enormously supportive when I said that I couldn't upload on the correct day. The thing is, I hold myself to a lot of principles, and honoring commitments is one of them, and time management is one of them. And to not hold that commitment that I made to myself, I don't feel good about it. But I'm realizing that sometimes letting go of what I want and allowing what I need are two different things that can result in the best for me. So I don't know when I'll upload that other video that I made. I'm not sure if that'll be anytime soon. It's the next one I will upload, but I don't know when I'll upload it. And that is my way of saying right now, my mental health is in a state where I'm not stable for the first time in about a year. And it's a little overwhelming and shocking because it's been so long since I had an episode. And I'm going to break my own commitment, which no one holds me to but me, to just have some time to get myself back like in shape and like allow myself to go through this. I mean, I just have to allow myself to like go through the hard stuff and be okay. And yeah, ultimately coming back to the piercing thing, that's why I told that piercer that I didn't think it was the right time for an apprenticeship, and also why it's a good thing that the apprenticeship that I do have guaranteed isn't going to be for a few months. So I think my last mood episode was like 9 months ago. You know, it is an ongoing thing. It is a lifelong thing, and I forget that sometimes. So I'm just gonna throw this up and probably not even make a thumbnail. It's kind of a reckless move for me because I keep it so orderly every week, and I'm just rambling at this point. So thank you for understanding. Thank you for the continuing support. I genuinely appreciate everyone who interacts with me, and I have really come to get to know a few of you and look forward to what you have to say. And I'm meeting new people all the time and getting new subscribers, and it really, really, really does mean a lot to me. So thank you. Thank you so much, and I hope you'll still be here when I come back.